You are what people would consider a natural disaster. You have a way of causing like the reckoning or judgment day in people's lives without even trying. You have a way of causing them to have consequences, to balance the scales. They have to correct their behavior, pay back, or sometimes it's also about vindication. So your energy causes disasters in people's lives, but it is a natural, it's like you're not going out of your way to do this. It just happens. You mirror people's behavior and they get so irked and irritated by you, not knowing you're just showing them the energy that they're reflecting towards you. So a lot of people cannot stand their reflection when it comes to you, and so they automatically get detested by you. They want to push you out. They don't want you to be around. They get angry when you're around. They're triggered when you're around, and the whole time they're triggered by themselves. So if someone doesn't like you, it's because you're mirroring something back to them that they're not ready to basically come to terms with. I feel like a lot of you have been oppressed the majority of your life. This could be like through social oppression, religiously, your family. Something about your throat chakra, you talking was just like the worst thing that can happen to people. They do not want you to open your mouth at all. So some of you have had a tendency of being like mute or not really communicating as much as you'd like, or holding back, or holding the thoughts and what you want to say back. Sometimes you feel like I don't even want to hold back, but for some reason I just feel like I can't be myself in these environments. It's because some oppressive energy was being reflected onto you, because people could sense your power since you were a child. Since you were a child, they could tell your power from within. And people that are usually in a position of authority are very triggered by you. So you could have been the type of person that triggered your caretakers, your teachers, your principals. I remember my dad calling me a smart aleck at like 6, just because like he could not handle the power that was within. So yes, you guys have a tendency of like attracting people that want to oppress you. Sometimes even your lovers want to come in with all this romance when it's really like unrequited love, but they know that you're a boss. They know that you are the GOAT. So why would they not want to pretend to love you? So that's another thing. Some people really pretend to love you just so they can be in your energy and have access to this power. And your power also causes war. It causes mischief. It causes like issues and problems, and you're literally just sitting there. You don't even have to do anything. Just your presence causes a disturbance in people's lives. And I also feel like people can tell that your energy is associated to wealth or notoriety. Even if you feel like, oh, I don't have that much money. Wealth does not equal money. Your wealth is spiritually what you carry. You're also the type of person that loves adventure. You love to explore. You love to be a pioneer. You love to try different things. And it's like people try to like control you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Those of you that have been in connections that were toxic, these connections, I feel like people just try to love you out of convenience so that they can get something out of it. And I also feel like certain people also have triggered health issues in you because they were not equally yoked to you. So if you're around somebody that you're not supposed to be around, and it's constant and long term, you can develop health issues as like a symptom of some negativity that's in the air. I also see one, two, three males and 2 females. So these people are the type of individuals that have tried to purposely suppress you. It's going to range for each person watching, but a lot of people have seen your power, have known it, and have actively tried to repress it because they felt like you would shift the paradigm, you would shift their entire lives. Like a lot of people tried to make you feel like you were wrong for being who you are, even though like you're not even exposing that much of you. Like maybe like 10% of you is what you would show to people, and that 10% would get them in defensive mode. Like they would have their weapons out ready for you, not literally but figuratively. People definitely have a very defensive standpoint towards you. Some of them would even try to tag team you to push you out of the way, to push you off this castle. Like you come around somebody for 5 minutes and their whole entire life is changed. They're looking at their career differently. They're looking at their friends differently. They're looking at their entire life differently just from a couple of minutes of being in your presence. Now imagine if you actually opened your mouth and spoke up. Like it would literally be game over. So yeah, you have a tendency of causing like judgment day energy in people's lives because of the things that your presence reflects back to them. And I also feel like some people are very harsh with you with their words. I also feel like no one has the guts to approach you one on one. So when they do have a problem with you, it's always in groups or threes. It's either threes or in groups, or they have to have fake pages to be keyboard gangsters and let you know exactly how it is that they feel. Some of those people that are on fake pages talking mess to you are people that you know in real life, but they can't tell you what they want to tell you in real life. So they do it secretly behind closed doors. They hate how much influence you have on people in general. Like, you're very inspiring, you're very empowered, and you're very creative. Even with people actively trying to oppress you your entire life, it's like it just made you stronger. It just made you more resilient. It made you more expressive. The more that they wanted you to shut your mouth, the more expressive you became, the more vibrant your energy became, the more dedicated you became to just being who you are. It's like you're dedicated to be yourself unapologetically, and you don't care who gets stirred up by it. And I feel like you were brought into people's lives through God to show them like a different way of being or a different way of living. A lot of people have like impulsive ways of living. They have a very like fast lifestyle. They're very much into the practical things, money, accolades, status. And you were brought into their lives to show them, hey, there's something that's actually much better and more profitable than that, is the power that comes from within. So yes, your presence causes war. A lot of people have started fighting just because you're around and you're not even saying anything. Like, your mouth is already taped up. So yeah, with the Six of Cups, this is also the energy of like people from the past not being able to forget about you, because that may have been the last time that they saw someone like you in their presence. Somebody that was balanced, somebody that was tamed, a person that knew when to give energy, when to not. And the fact that you just continue moving forward in this pathway, you continue just choosing yourself, your creative abilities. This is what stirs people up the most. It's like we all teamed up on this one person and they're still on their pathway to success. I'm telling you, people could see what you were going to be long before even you knew what you were. They could sense the power. That's why people in positions of authority, it's like they went out of their way to like feel more powerful by stomping on you. Whether it was teachers, whether it was bosses, whether it was supervisors, whether it was people that should have been a safe place for you, they just weren't, because they just couldn't. They wanted to abuse you because they knew you were going to be somebody that had not just a ton of wealth. You have it already within you, but it's like it took some time before this wealth could even show up in the 3D, because you had a lot of people like actively trying to suppress the things that you were going through. And I feel like some of you had to deal with health issues, even mental health issues, because you were getting tag teamed by so many people at once. It's crazy to me. Like, why would you need to go 5-on-1 on someone? They're threatened. They're threatened by one person that doesn't even really open their mouth like that. Can you imagine if you did? And I feel like as you've worked on yourself, the more vocal you are, the more issues there are now because you're more vocal. And now you even stir things up even more than before. Like, if you thought you caused issues and troubles before, you have no idea like the fighting that goes on behind the scenes when you're not there, just because of what you mirror to people.